Welcome to Mueller Time, episode 11.
We're up to 11, yeah.
11, a round number, not quite as round as 10.
Yeah, not round at all.
But yeah, that's true. It's not really that round, but it's kind of, there's a symmetry there because it's two ones next to each other.
Is it prime?
By the way, I went to the Donald J. Trump School of Math there. Hey, do you think he graduated from school? Seriously?
Yes and no.
I mean, I can't believe some journalist hasn't turned up those transcripts.
There's more important things to turn up, I think.
Yeah, like the fate of this whole country. But it is amazing no one leaked that.
Yeah.
Because a person who has been conning people their whole life, there has to have been a con down at the University of Pennsylvania.
Of course. And whatever degrees he needed, he could buy anyway.
And a lot of people don't really remember seeing him there. He's obviously just from the tweets alone, there's a major reading comprehension problem. So it's hard to imagine that this is somebody who was able to pass those classes.
We're talking about someone that can't spell his wife's name properly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that brings up a whole side issue that I've found fascinating about this guy. He's billed himself as the negotiator, right? That's his whole thing. Have you noticed that he's never been able to get a woman unless he pays her?
No, yeah.
It's like, that's like such a huge red flag as a man if you can't get the attention of a woman without buying her attention.
Yeah.
I've always found that like fascinating. Even on the Access Hollywood tape, he's telling Billy Bush he's going to take this woman furniture shopping. What the fuck? What is that? Like, first of all, this is not what I was going to be talking about, but it's just unbelievable. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember what I was saying.
Well, we'll get off this in 2 seconds. I can't credit who on Twitter wrote this, but someone pointed out or asked, has Trump ever misspelled Hillary's name on Twitter?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Let's just leave it rhetorical.
Yeah. So I was thinking, we're basically, it's a couple days after, but it's the 1 year anniversary of the Mueller investigation. So I thought maybe we'd just real quick sum up where we are, because these right-wing nut jobs actually are, they're trying to say that nothing happened there, which is so insane.
Yeah, they found what's going on. You're taking too long. You didn't find anything. Right. Just end it now.
So here's that all those minor events that they say are insignificant. First of all, 20 people have been indicted. 13 live in Russia. The others live here. 5 guilty pleas. 3 companies have been indicted. I didn't even know you could indict a company. But yes, Mueller's indicted 3 companies. Those are also based in Russia. 1 guy is already serving time. Alexander Vanderswan. He's wearing an orange jumpsuit in Allentown. So yeah,
they put him in Allentown.
They did.
There's it's not a federal pound me in the ass prison, I'm gonna guess.
Oh, you just quoted Office Space.
Yes,
nice.
I did.
And I have Billy Joel running through my head now. Once I figure out how
Michael Bolton. Oh well, yeah,
no,
Billy
Joel. Allentown. Yeah,
living here in Allentown.
Yeah. So
did they ever open those factories back up?
I've been to Allentown. I don't recall a lot of resurgence of growth there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so he's in jail. By the way, Allentown was also where Henry Hill, Ray Liotta, who played the real life story. That's where he went, because it's kind of like back then it was a nicer prison. So I'm guessing it probably still is, because they wouldn't send Mr. Vanderswan to, as you said, a pound me in the ass prison.
Yeah, that's the country club rich guy prison.
So anyway, 20. That's the small amount of. That's where this investigation is. Yeah, it's going nowhere other than that. The first guy's already in jail.
Yeah.
So he's doing a great job, and this is just the beginning.
Okay, so what's the September 1st date that Giuliani and even Mueller did? Now, did Mueller say he might have a report ready by September 1st, and then Giuliani took that to say, all right, this has to be over by September 1st, no matter what?
The only confirmed story we know out of all this stuff is that because it came from legitimate. Was that? Oh.
Yeah, I hear a siren.
I thought for a second I heard a whistling, like it was like an IED or something.
That's our LAPD.
No, that's fine. Mm-hmm. So no, the only thing that's been confirmed by journalists that we actually trust from the Times, the Post, is that Mueller has already written 4 reports. One of them deals with obstruction. The other ones deal with other aspects of this case, and that he is going to release them at a point. but we don't know when that is.
All right, so where did this September 1st date come from? Because Giuliani suggested that it came from Mueller, if I'm not mistaken.
Giuliani, Reuters has already reported what we already knew, that Giuliani made that up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just there. I heard an even more hilarious one, man. They're saying that Giuliani doesn't even know what's going on in his own legal team. Basically, Trump is just putting him out there as a front man.
Well, I think I suggested that on our show last week.
I think you did.
That he's just out there. He's just his TV lawyer.
Right. No, you're right. Because it's like when you don't want to let someone, it's like a band and they, and there's so many examples I can think of here, but they turn that one mic down, turn that mic down just in case, because they're not really a singer. And I'm thinking of one example right now that I'm not going to say. But,
well, they're not with us anymore, so that wouldn't be cool.
Oh, I don't even know who that. I'm talking about somebody else who is with us.
Have you ever heard isolated vocals from Linda McCartney?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, is that one of those deals?
You don't want to.
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah. We love Linda McCartney, so that's not nice to bring.
Oh yeah. No. It's not about what's nice. It's true.
On the other, there's on YouTube. There is. It's sometime in the last 5, 6, 7 years a isolated live vocal track from Courtney Love and Hole. And it's just her vocals and her guitar, and it is the most hilarious, worst thing you've ever heard.
Oh,
in your
really?
life. Yeah, it's recent years.
Well,
oh my god,
there are always a lot of rumors about that. I'm sure. Not that we're going to get into that, but I'm sure you'd probably know plenty about that. I heard a lot.
All right, well, I'm sidetracked. Where were we?
So you're asking me, we're talking about Giuliani. So yeah, no, of course he made that up because he's in an ideal situation because Mueller can't comment. So he could say whatever. He could say Mueller said I'm the best lawyer he's ever seen on Fox News. Right? Meanwhile, there is a detriment though, because somebody in the Mueller investigation is assigned to watch television. I guarantee you, it's the same thing with the Twitter. Someone's assignment is to keep up with that, and they're going to watch that and remember that Giuliani's being an idiot, and that can hurt you. I think.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
I mean, I just watched, before you came in here, I watched Giuliani for a few minutes on TV, and it's like, the guy is seriously deranged.
Are they putting him on Fox every day right now?
They were just playing a clip.
Okay, yeah, I watch so little Fox. I mean, when their clips make it onto MSNBC and onto the Daily Show, I'll see it. But yeah.
So we also the huge story on Friday, another Trump Tower meeting.
Oh yeah,
another one.
Yeah, and dude, I loved his deflection on Twitter on Sunday morning. Oh well, now they're just looking at all these other countries.
Yeah. They're looking at it because it happened.
Yeah.
It's like a bank robber. Well, why are you saying I robbed that bank? Because you did. Oh. Well, I didn't know you were going to do that to me. Yeah. So now this one is the United Arab Emirates. They got, shady businessmen and Israeli social media specialists. It's like a fucking sitcom that, except a really dangerous one.
And there's Putin ties too with the United Arab Emirates guys, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. There are, because this guy George Nader, who's a shadowy kind of broker, he has dealings in all over the world. By the way, he's also a confirmed child abuser. That's the guy. Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
He's been kicked out. That's why he was kicked out of America. That's the guy Trump took a photo with at something. He was Czech Republic. He's persona non grata there. Okay,
now there's the very unsubstantiated statutory rape allegations against Trump with a 13-year-old. Was that involving Nader?
No, that's
different. Okay.
No, yeah, I've read some stuff about that. No, Nader, he was convicted in a court of law, and that's why he left this country. Yeah,
I danced around the allegedly part there properly. I didn't get us in trouble, did I?
Well, first of all, you can say whatever you want, because I trust you enough where I know if you say something that you're gonna tell the truth. So I've read that stuff too. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know that much about. It's hard about that aspect of Mr. Trump.
It's hard to keep all the sexual improprieties allegations straight.
But I do know this: if you're in that realm, he did walk through the Miss Teen USA pageant while 14-year-old girls are naked. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
He bragged about it to Howard Stern.
Right.
Oh, Howard Stern's dishing more on Trump. Did you see the clip yesterday? David Letterman's Netflix show. He's the next guest. It premieres, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Well, they just put out a 1-minute teaser clip. It premieres on Netflix, I think, by the end of this month. And yeah, he just talks about how Trump will just say whatever is on the first thing on his mind, and Howard just basically tells Letterman how he let him do it, which leads you to believe that in this hour-long episode of My Next Guest, yeah, it's going to be a lot of Howard Stern dishing on Trump.
I'm a huge Howard fan. I've been for a long time. I remember some of those interviews with Trump. I just, everyone back then, he was just this kind of like loudmouth idiot. So you didn't think. I probably heard that interview about the Miss Teen USA, and I'm sure I didn't know what the age range was in that. I'm sure I don't even know if Howard did. You probably just assumed it was some 18-year-old girl, not a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, but also, did the thought ever cross your mind that this man is going to be the president of the United States of America? No, it didn't at the time.
I was just driving my car on the way to work.
Yeah, not that it makes it better or worse that he was walking in on the 14-year-old pageant contestants, regardless if he was the candidate or not. But yeah, come on.
Right. Yeah, it's truly amazing. So there was another. Oh, did you have something there?
Well, no, go ahead. I do have something, but yeah.
Just real quick, the Justice Department, I guess that would be the biggest story today. So Trump says he's going to make the Justice Department open an investigation into the investigation.
No. I hereby demand.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I hereby demand, and will do so officially tomorrow is what he tweeted, that the Department of Justice look into the Department of Justice. That's basically, yeah.
This just might be the way my brain works, but have you noticed some of his tweets just sound like, I hear the loud voice of like an Applebee's commercial announcer, and I see the plates of food being stretched around as like a lot of white people just celebrate their existence.
His tweet was like, "Who's watching the Watchmen?" Yeah. That's what he was going with.
It's a very dangerous and scary moment, and there's a lot of debate right now about whether the response of Mr. Rosenstein and all these guys was good. I honestly, I heard, so they referred it to the Inspector General. I heard some people said that was the best thing he could do, some not. Honestly, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
All right. Well, here's what I have, though, about the Department of Justice thing, if you mind me interrupting.
No.
What's up with Kellyanne Conway's husband? Did you see this thing he retweeted?
George Conway.
Did you see his retweet after the Department of Justice? Who's watching the Department of Justice tweet?
I did hear about that.
Yeah. He retweeted a non-blue checkmark Georgetown law professor at Carrie Cordero. And what she said, and this is Kellyanne Conway's husband retweeting this at Trump, the Department of Justice doesn't open investigations for political purposes, which is what the president says today he will order tomorrow, being now. Well, there are rules, and I'm convinced there are people left in this government who will follow them. All right, I'm behind that. So what's going on with Kellyanne Conway's husband trolling Trump like that? And how does that work when they're home alone at night?
Well, first of all, I don't ever want to think about it.
I don't either.
No, I know what you mean. But no, it appears that I've read George Conway does not like Trump. And he seems to be more and more, he's vocally, I'm surprised he's not a verified user, actually. You think
No. The person he retweeted was not a verified user.
No, but neither is George
He's
Conway.
not either,
No.
okay.
Yeah, it was just, but he does not like Trump. And the dynamic at home, I mean, but he also seriously has an idea that, who knows what their marriage is like, but she could very well become a target as well. Anyone who works in that White House can be a target of this investigation.
Yeah.
And that may be on his mind too. Who knows?
Kellyanne Conway would not be loyal to Trump if Mueller put her in his sights. She would flip on him quicker than anybody. Yeah,
there's a lot of talk that she's always one of the biggest leakers and that she was goofing on him. That it was the whole thing was a joke. That's in the Michael, Fire and Fury. That she was just there for the paycheck.
Well, yeah, I mean, she was working on the Cruz campaign until Cruz couldn't hack it anymore in the Republican primaries. Speaking
of George Conway, he was offered a job and he turned it down. Might have been a sign of what he, back then.
Yeah.
Or they offered him to be in the running, but he smartly said no. Because everything that Trump touches dies. As we very well know.
Okay, so this summer is about to start. Is this going to be Trump's last summer as a free man?
I think it'll be his last summer as president.
Right.
that would be obviously ideal if he's locked up. I mean, I've said numerous times, I don't know whether the country can find this. I mean, for you and I, it's easy. Yeah, we both think he should be in jail. That seems to be a problem for a lot of people in this country, especially people in power. They have trouble holding the top guy accountable. But everyone else under him, they're getting locked up or they're pleading. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
That's not up for debate. Don Jr., the second Trump Tower meeting, these are crimes.
I can't wait for those guys to get it from Mueller.
Yeah. These aren't crimes where you need like secret Mueller information. It's a crime to work with a foreign country to influence an election. This is public information.
Yeah.
In intelligence, they have a saying, you look for what's called the checkables first. That means before you go for that information that only, the secret information, you just use public information to find out something. So the public information is enough.
Well, look, there's a whole cottage industry of that on Twitter. We've talked about that before. The one that I like the most is at Seth Abramson, and everyone's got their opinion, including you, Eric.
No,
but yeah, there's
look. Malcolm Nance told us Seth was okay.
He did.
So I'll as like a comedian, I'll goof on just that the way Seth does a 50,000 tweet thing. Like that's just funny to me.
Oh yeah, but the tweet, the mega thread. Yes.
Like I can't, and that's been mocked numerous times by now. It's just a thing on Twitter.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of the mega thread, and I've made a few of my own mega threads.
No, well they were good though. They weren't like 7 pages long.
No, they're 100 tweets long. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've gotten up to 20, I think.
But the point is, Malcolm told us he was cool. Yeah. We trust Malcolm Nance.
Yes, we do.
We might have to rename this podcast the Malcolm Nance Show.
Well, hey, maybe we'll have him as a guest one day.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, we'll catch him at Politicon this year.
I can't wait.
Hey, our fellow podcasters, such as Mueller, She Wrote, are those our friends going to be at Politicon?
That's a great question. Yeah.
I hope they make it there.
That's the if you guys have been listening, that's the. I don't want to say the other Mueller podcast, but that's the only other podcast with Mueller in the name. And they're a much bigger show. They've been doing this a while. They're a
fantastic podcast. If you haven't checked out Mueller, She Wrote, you must.
Exactly. Yes. And we will be submitting a bill for. No, they have a way bigger audience. We should be billing them.
Nah, hey,
they should be billing us.
They follow us on Twitter, so thank you very much.
So yeah, I'll send them a message because you gotta be at Politicon.
Yeah, well, we got to get together with them and compare notes.
Maybe we could all get a house. It'd be like Friends.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 of them, and we just have to get one more guy. Podcasters.
We'll find someone.
Wait, I'm pitching that. Podcasters. How great a show would that be?
Can we sell that show before Politicon and then have some bad cable TV network fund our whole trip to Pasadena?
Yeah, well, that would be a Trump move.
Okay.
Figure out. No, let's start a charity, the Eric LeVay Foundation, and I'll just take other people's money.
I'll just do a GoFundMe, and you don't even have to worry about any legalities. There's no transparency. So
the Justice Department, they want to out a confidential informant. He's no longer confidential. The name is out there.
Okay, so now unmasking informants is okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just when the informant is working against Republicans, it's okay to unmask. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's in the Post published. His name is Stefan Halper. He's got it's just a very interesting story that we could probably spend 10 podcasts on.
Yeah.
But this guy did some great work for this country, and now they're going to, as even a guy like him knows, they're going to come back on him.
All right, so as I understand it, he was meant to spy on Russian activities in meddling in the campaign, but Trump is spinning it as Obama put a spy in my campaign. That's basically what Trump's argument is, right?
Well, he was hired as he was hired by the FBI. Basically, the word informant, it's not really a good word. They keep using that. That's not what he's doing. I'm not saying to you, but just they keep using that word. He's basically working as an undercover, almost like an undercover cop. I mean, that's what he's doing. They hired him. He goes in there. Mm-hmm. He tries to find out what's going on.
Yeah, and his target is Russia, not Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's not how Trump is spinning it.
His target is anyone who was conspiring with, and there's could be a lot more. Mm-hmm. So he talked to Papadopoulos. He talked to, Page.
And so when Eric and Don Jr. are having their meetings with Natalia Skaya, whatever her name is, the Russian spy woman, well, then maybe Trump's our targets at that point.
Right. These all the things that have happened. There's real world consequences for people who do the right thing in anything in life, and I keep thinking about that when Trump gave away the top secret intelligence to those Russians. Somebody got, in the White House. Yeah, somebody got killed, probably horribly in Syria. It was probably an Israeli undercover agent who was probably embedded in ISIS. Yeah, God only knows what happened to that person. The person's a hero. And then because of these dirtbags, ends up like there's no words. There really aren't.
2018 is the last summer of Trump. Just remember that. Just don't forget it. He doesn't have another summer.
No.
Summer is coming, and it's the last one for him.
Right. And November, and again, I keep saying I don't want to wait till then, but November, we're blowing these guys out of office.
Yeah.
They're getting voted out. The House and hopefully the Senate. And once they're gone, impeachment starts day 1. I just wish we didn't have to wait that long.
Yeah. Well, look, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to wait there. So we're going to North Korea. Well, not us, but
no. I thought he did. Jeez, I'm just mumbling here. They pulled the Lucy in the football trick.
Oh, what's that?
It's not happening.
Oh, right. I didn't watch a lot of Peanuts. I mean, but no, yeah. No,
you're not that young that you don't know what Peanuts is.
No, I know. No, everyone knows what Peanuts is. It's been around for like 800 years. But I just never got into it.
Is the summit happening or not? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking.
Well, the summit is like everything else in Trump world. It's like the wall. Some watered down version of it is going to happen because Trump's worst nightmare is looking stupid.
Well, he already does look stupid because he doesn't even realize the stupid move he made by putting Kim Jong-un on equal footing, recognizing him as a leader of a nation at the same level as the president of the United States of America. That's exactly how he was not treated all of these decades since
Did you see the coin though?
Oh my God, the fucking coin.
They made a commemorative coin.
Yeah, both of their faces on. Yeah, that's just.
It's like a dictator. That's like North Korea's like wet dream. Honestly, a coin.
Okay, a coin is something you sell in QVC. Say what you will about Ronald Reagan, there was no Reagan-Gorbachev summit coin.
Right, and if there is a coin, you do it after the meeting. You fucking idiot! Not before the meeting.
No. Yeah, I saw that on Mediaite today. I could not. I can't believe it, but of course I can believe it.
I wonder if he's going to try to sell Jung on the coin. Like, hey, I can give this to you for the low price of $1,000. No.
Okay, I don't think it's happening. I do not think this summit meeting in Singapore was there a date? Was it June 16th?
Dude,
was the date?
I'm telling you, it's like the wall. He has to at least make something up because he's going to look like such an idiot. He was out there talking about the Nobel Prize. If he cancels this, the damage done is incalculable to him.
Oh, come on. You know Trump will have a way to spin it where he looks like a hero.
Yeah, I mean, he'll make something up, but I mean, they literally set this whole thing up. He's been talking about it, talking about the Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we can make up like another prize to give him.
Well, he already made the prize. We saw the coin today. That's it, right?
I saw that. I was like, it's too early for this. Like, I don't need this right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Trump also has decided to call the Postmaster General every single day of this to try to double the rates on Amazon.
Okay, here's
now you're fucking with my life.
All right, every single Trump supporter uses Amazon Prime. Really, yep. He's raising the only people that are going to pay for that are Amazon customers. Why is Trump doing that to his base? That's not owning the libs because Amazon. That's raising the Amazon is used there. That's
he's
their
harassing
user base is nonpartisan.
He's harassing. Can we just tell him that the Postmaster General is actually a general? Maybe he would have more respect.
Remember when it was a bad thing that Obama picked favorites with Solyndra?
I do remember that.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Well, why is he picking this one particular company?
That was a classic, like Sean Hannity.
Yeah. So, but
Solyndra.
now
I forgot about that.
Solyndra.
That was like from the best of the best right wing nut job.
Yeah.
Solyndra.
Yeah, because I don't even remember what Solyndra did. They were, I don't know, some
chemical company.
Well, but it's some very proper green, eco-friendly something.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, it was way too liberal to begin with anyway. Okay. But the thing was, Obama picked it and was playing favorites. Well, going against Amazon is the same thing as playing favorites.
Right.
Why? But that's okay because Trump.
Well, he's doing it because he's angry at Jeff Bezos. One, because he owns the Washington Post, but also because Jeff Bezos is a true billionaire.
Yeah, he's jealous of his success. That's all that is.
He's the richest. Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world, right?
Is he? Okay.
I think I think he is. He's created this amazing company that is obviously a dominant force. He's done all the things that Trump isn't.
Yeah.
Because creating Amazon and then creating a fraudulent university where you end up paying out $30 million, that's not the same thing.
Jeff Bezos' father did not hand him Amazon.
That's true as well.
Jeff Bezos built Amazon, and Trump likes to think he's a builder. What did Trump really build?
Right. Yeah, they used to joke about that. You didn't build that. Remember that? They used to say to Obama. But of course, like everything they say to Obama was only true of Trump.
Yeah.
It was the opposite. Hey, might as well plug us right now. Guys, if you could, I ask respectfully, please give us a review on iTunes or wherever you listen.
Can we thank Larry for writing the nice review? Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, thanks, Larry. I'd also like to thank our friend David over there in the UK. David sent us some music, and we're looking. If you notice, the last couple shows didn't have any music because that music we were using was just kind of a starter track, and I just decided we don't have to have any music till I find the one I want.
We'll get a theme.
Yeah,
one of these days.
So, David, thanks for reaching out. He sent us some music, some real great music. I'll plug the SoundCloud link on the next show, David. Shoot, you have a whole list of stuff, don't you?
Well, no, I got everything I wanted to get to, but let's just mention our friends again. Mueller, She Wrote. Mm-hmm. Yeah, check out their podcast too.
And if you want to follow me on any social media, it's Eric Levay. It's EricLevai.
Mr. Chris Carey on Twitter, and then we have Mueller Time on Facebook.
Yeah, check out the Facebook page. Facebook gets a lot of traffic, actually. Probably the biggest one. What is with the cars today, man?
It's
like
street.
20, but literally we've done 11 shows with no noise.
There we go.
One after another. Nah, I'm not going to edit that one out. I just don't feel like it.
Leave it in.
Nah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it gives a little flavor to the show. Oh, man. So what else? We miss anything?
No, I think it's enough. Yeah. I feel beat down.
Yeah. No, we got just one more quick thing. Okay. How about a little one question of, should I call the police?
Oh, I have a different take on that this week.
Should I call the police?
Yeah.
The hit game show where you get to decide whether the police should be called? What, you don't want to play?
Okay, yes and no. But
tell me.
Okay, I have a totally different take on it. It's the opposite take on it. Our local neighborhood has a really great Facebook discussion group, and someone wrote a story, a post on there. Somewhere in our neighborhood, there was a prowler, got past a security keypad, had a baseball bat. The homeowner called the police more than once, as they wrote. The police never showed up. They go to the LAPD the next day, and they say, oh, well, if it happens again, we'll call us if it happens again. All right, so am I to understand, in Hollywood, you get to prowl for free once? Really? They said they called more than once. Huh. There is a prowler, got past their security gate with a baseball bat. Can you please come get rid of them, LAPD? And that was not a priority for them.
Look, if it went down like that, then obviously I hope that person is not just posting on a Facebook page, but elevating that to our local politicians and to, I'm sure, the police chief who would want to know that. I'm not saying I don't believe that, but in the instance I know where there's been a criminal with a weapon, they've always showed up pretty fast. So not that I'm saying it didn't happen like that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm relaying what I read in our local neighborhood Facebook group.
No, but because that would be something that would have to be known right away.
So that gets back to, should I call the police? Well, I think I've told the story on the podcast once before, how I needed to call the police and the police didn't show up. It wasn't important enough for them.
That was when the guy was shouting, right?
Yeah, there was a crazy guy at the building trying to get in.
Yeah. I can see that in a neighborhood like this. Not that I agree with that, but the other times where I've heard about a weapon being used here in Hollywood, they showed up real quick.
Yeah, well, someone on Facebook is claiming that did not happen.
Well, after I'm gonna go. I did see that. I'm gonna go read that, and we probably won't talk about that in the next episode because crazy. No, but you never know.
Yeah.
No, but I'm glad you brought it up.
So yeah, should I call the police? Well, are they gonna come?
I just wonder. Are they gonna come? Is this investigation going to come to a conclusion? That's a good conclusion.
September 1st.
Yeah. September 1st. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, once again, please go ahead and don't forget to reach out and send us a message, or like I said, our friend David sent us some music. Just, reach out and tell us what's going on, and please write a review. And again, this is Eric and Mueller time, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks again.
Oh, wait. There's one more thing.
Okay.
I thought of like a slogan for this show.
Oh, what is it?
Well, Mueller time. All the news of the Mueller investigation, just 5 days late.
All right.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Thanks.